I'm third to redeem at today's Twitch stream.
And her opponent from Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 241 pounds, Jessie Oxley.
All right, we are back, and we are back in the hardcore division as we have the former champion Jess Moxie going to go one-on-one heads up here with Lilu, who didn't come out tonight with the flaming board on her entrance, surprisingly. I guess she left it in the backstage area or had already bashed it over somebody's head before she came out here, but this match is actually set up for Extreme Rules. Just in the, just the way Jess Moxie likes it. No rules, all weapons. Inside and outside of the ring. This is our second match of the night featuring the hardcore division, but our first Extreme Rules match of the night, actually. Running Bulldog by Jess Moxie onto Lilu, dropping her head first into the ring mat. We are back for part 2 of tonight's show as Jess Moxie tries to jump up and over and kick Lilu in the head, but it was blocked, and now Lilu putting the head of Jess Moxie there and bopping him on the top of the head, going for the cover after the fact. No weapons yet in this match, but I'm sure they are sure to come. Ooh. Wow, he was just posed and ready there. He still connects that back forearm shot, back elbow on the Lilu, which drops her to the ground. And look at the strength of Lilu, able to pick up the former hardcore champion and just scoop slam him into the mat. And Lilu just raking the eyes of the former hardcore champion. And sends him into the corner. Lilu now going to be the first one to exit the ring and go for a weapon. What is going to be her choice? A stop sign again. We've seen lots of stop signs tonight.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah, indeed. But Jess Moxley says, no, I don't think so. And interrupts Lilu's plans with that stop sign. And now we're back into the left side of the corner. As Lilu, what is she doing? I can't. The referee once again standing in the way. So I cannot see what is happening, but it's going to be involve some kind of pain, I am sure. As Lilu goes for the leg hook. Gotta love how with this newest patch for WWE 2K25, the referee stands in front of the action. That's just great. Yeah, she probably was going for some licking action. That is one of the things Lilu is actually known for. Licking left and right, licking things. So probably that had something to do with it, I'm sure. Lilu now up. Has got Jess Moxley up on her shoulders and drops him headfirst over the ring rope, goes for the cover after, and Jess Moxley powers out before it's too late. So far, one weapon involved in this matchup. I'm suspecting there will be more, considering it is the former hardcore champion. The belt currently held by Bethany right now. Northern Light suplex by Lilu, which is pretty spot on considering she hails from Canada. Tries to go for the top rope move, but could not connect on that one. Jess Moxley now up and over, back buddy drop, and then bops her on the head for good measure. Lilu rolling out of the ring, and now Jess Moxley pointing at the camera, pointing at all of you at home. But Lilu's got a chair. Oh, I thought we were going to get a chair shot. But again, the weapon is countered by Jess Moxley, who will not be eating a chair shot tonight. Front suplex by Lilu, showing all kinds of strength on that one. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. All right, we're getting chair shots now. Jess Moxley double leg takedown and goes to town on Lilu. And stuffs her in. He's got her up. Oh, a kneeling powerbomb from the former hardcore champion. And Jess Moxley just dissecting Lilu here while she's laying on the ground on the outside of the ring. You'll notice there are no countouts because this is an Extreme Rules match. There are no countouts in this match style. Tries to go for a chair shot, but Lilu a little bit quicker on that one. Ooh, nice gory face buster there from Lilu, who now goes over to the ring to try to find another weapon of choice. She's got a mannequin arm. Lilu has got a mannequin arm. Why was that under the ring? And she bops Jess Moxley with it. Why are there mannequin arms under the ring? What is under there that would require a mannequin arm? I don't know. It's Lilu. You never know. And Lilu deciding what to do here. Going for a little cardio on the outside.
What the hell?
A headbutt into the back between the shoulder blades of Jess Moxley. Now working the leg. This fight starting to escalate and move up the rampway, the entryway. We almost made it back to the ring. It's like Jess Moxley's leg gave out on him. Lilu going to try to go for some big high risk here. This could pay off or it might not. Lilu goes for the double X handle. Way up off the top. And a chair shot for good measure. And another one. And continues with the Hurricane Rana. And using those heels of her green lace boots to go to town on Jess Moxley, who is, at this point in the match, kind of struggling to get his bearings. Jess Moxley needs to wake up and get back into this thing because Lilu is just going to town on him right now. And again, she's going to go for that gory face buster on the outside of the ring. Lilu looking real good right here. again, this has been a night of huge shockers and really interesting match results. So if Lilu is able to pin the former hardcore champion here dead center of the ring in this Extreme Rules match, it wouldn't shock me too much after seeing how all the other matches have gone tonight. And she almost did it there. Jess Moxley needs to definitely make a comeback. A headbutt from Lilu, utilizing everything she can here in this match, and this time hits the top of guillotine leg drop with a little pose in midair. The referee struggling, and now goes for the cover here on Jess Moxley and gets it. Lilu has just pinned Jess Moxley here in this Extreme Rules match. Yet another shocking win here tonight as Lilu gets the win. I cannot believe it. Jess Moxley just didn't look 100% tonight for whatever reason. Lilu came to fight tonight, being the one to pull out all the weapons. There you see, I don't know if she's biting him or licking him or what, but it helped get the job done in her offensive arsenal. And after taking a couple of chair shots as well throughout the process, Lilu, there you see the chair on the ground and the outside assault of this match. Here's the chair shot. Lilu able to step out of the way and hit for the second time in the match that face buster, and the mannequin arm now also comes into play in this matchup as Jess Moxley just got bombarded and assaulted. And again, that was the second time for the big finisher from Lilu. And here is the game winner. Lilu, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Or that was the 2 count. I'm sorry. This was the game winner. Guillotine leg drop off the top rope. Lilu pulling out all the offensive arsenal she could get her hands on and picks up the win here tonight over Jess Moxley.
Here's your winner, Lee Lowe.
All right, we're getting down to our last couple of matches of the night before we hit our main event, which is that 8-person ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase hanging above the ring. That'll be the match that ends off our night tonight. But before we get to that, a very hard-hitting match coming up next between two very rough strikers in CPW.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing...
Oh, there's where Lilu's flaming board went. Feats took it.
Weighing in at 251 pounds, the Hunter.
Feats' entrance theme a little bit short. Might need to extend that a little bit. But Feats making his way to the ring here to go one-on-one against another hard hitter here at CPW. A scary monster, one of many.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 264 pounds, Ryan Matthews!
Definitely a very weird superstar Ryan Matthews has become. Geez, I remember back in the days when he'd come out in shorts and just want to suplex everybody left and right. He still kind of does that, but has definitely became haunted. Became definitely a little bit more scary in his vibes here these days. Almost looking like a scarecrow. Almost a Jeepers Creepers of the CPW. Definitely a tortured lifestyle now with Ryan Matthews, who has been taking it personally out on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we've got a big raid here from Jen Von Lee here at CPW. All right. Amazing.
What the hell was that? Caught you off guard, didn't I? Just trying to have fun. Thanks.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Jen Von Lee, for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Raiders. You are joining us tonight in the middle of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, a thing we do every Tuesday night where members of the Twitch community face off with one another in matches for title belt stories, plots, and feuds. Right now we're seeing Eagles Fly Day take on Feats Beats Games one-on-one in what I believe is our 6th or 7th match of the night. Thank you guys so much for coming over and joining us tonight, this Tuesday night, for the wrestling. Octavia, thank you so much for coming in. Darth Casey, hello to you as well. I hope the Resident Evil 5 was awesome, Jen. Were you doing it alongside anybody in co-op? Thank you so much. Welcome in. You guys be sure to follow Jen Von Lee, my Split Fiction partner here on Twitch and future partner for other games like possibly Resident Evil 5 and It Takes Two. Jen Von Lee, such an amazing streamer and so involved in the Resident Evil community here on Twitch. One of my favorite streamers, one of my top 5 streamers of 2024, in fact. Thank you so much for sending the raid over. I appreciate you guys very much. Right now, we've got Feats taking on Ryan Matthews, and Feats hits the big discus punch, taking Ryan Matthews off his feet, and now measures the creepy Scarecrow Man as Feats goes off the ropes and hits a kick to the side of the mask. Feats, no stranger to fighting giant, scary things such as Ryan Matthews here. He collects trophies on his wall. T-Rex trophies, Raptor trophies, Regina Shepherd trophies on his wall. This is probably just another giant monster beast to him that he would like to collect on, as hits the face plant into the ring canvas, but Ryan Matthews able to power out. Still, Feats now ready with a finisher locked in. Goes for a toe kick, but Ryan Matthews had it scouted. A match here between two heavy hitters here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling for sure. Feats now tucks him in and has got Ryan Matthews up on his shoulders. And up just nothing but a plain old power bomb right on top of the Croakitoad logo in the middle of the ring. As now Feats locked in, but Ryan Matthews counters, trying to go for the front waist lock, but Feats counters out of it, sends him into the ring ropes. Feats ducks down, leapfrogs over. Ryan Matthews almost got hit with the back elbow there, but Feats almost connects once again with almost another power bomb. And Ryan Matthews fights out now, trying to rake the eyes, and does. Well, I should say the eye, since it looks like Feats is down one eye due to his previous hunts that he's taken a part of in his life. And now we've got a fight here on the ring apron between Ryan Matthews and Feats, and it looks like, Feats is going to get spiked head first into the ring apron. And now Ryan Matthews ascending to the top rope, going for some high risk, ouch indeed, and a double axe handle off the top. As Ryan Matthews now set and ready. What is he going to go for? Big, oh my goodness gracious. Clotheslines Feats inside out, goes straight into the cover with a leg hook. Is it enough? No, Feats powers out. And Ryan Matthews a little upset with the count there from the referee. This match will continue. Hello, Zach. Welcome in. I do believe I do believe I'm hearing from Jen Von Lee in the back. She may be ready for a match tonight. We shall see. Jen Von Lee may be ready to head to the ring. We'll see. Lateral press here from Ryan Matthews onto Feats, but he powers out before the 3. Right now we're in the midst of a heavy hitter match here. He's going for the eye hole in the mask. And Feats being sent into the ropes. Ryan Matthews, nice side backbreaker. And apparently Ilja Dragunov from the WWE, real life wrestler, has decided to come out and help Feats. This game is full of surprises. This was not planned at all. Thank you for joining us tonight. Apparently, Ilja is a fan of Feats, real-life wrestler from WWE. Apparently, he likes Feats and has come out here to distract Ryan Matthews in the middle of this matchup. Interesting. That spot should have probably been reserved for Buttons, but okay. Whatever you say, game. Either way, this match will continue. Ryan Matthews and Feats having a little bit of a slap-off here. And Ryan Matthews going for a bear hug submission of sorts, is trying to squeeze the life out of Feats, but he's going to get out of the submission. Here claps him out of that situation. Feats trying to dive in for the single leg takedown. Look at the power of Ryan Matthews just tossing him aside. This giant psychopath dressed as almost like a scarecrow is definitely a menacing force for sure. Feats off the ropes, catches the forearm shot. And Feats trying to, once again, going for the single leg takedown, but Ryan Matthews had it scouted again. Ryan Matthews finisher locked in and goes for it. Here he goes, turns Feats inside out with a huge lariat. And I think Ryan Matthews might have it here, and yes, he does, despite the interesting interference from real-life wrestler Ilja at the expense of Feats. It looks like Ryan Matthews is going to get the payoff here tonight. We see here Ryan Matthews even comes equipped with springboard maneuvers despite being a bigger person here at CPW. Feats, look at that, a little bit of taunting from Feats there as he went for the facebuster and to the cover. Obviously just not quite enough. Feats, again in this position, a huge power bomb that'll take anyone down to size. Ryan Matthews again up top, able to deliver the double axe handle off the top rope on a Feats. Here's the finisher locked and ready by Ryan Matthews. Swipes him and then turns him inside out with the short arm clothesline. That was the first one. Feats able to power out of this and stay alive in the matchup. And look at Ryan Matthews, springboard crossbody for a larger guy. Also able to do a lot of acrobatics, which is quite the wild card for sure. And here is the game-winning shot here from Ryan Matthews onto a stunned Feats. spins him around, and there it is. Huge lariat to spin him up and around, and a 1-2-3 from Ryan Matthews, who picks up the win tonight in this one-on-one matchup.
Here is your winner, Ryan Matthews.
All right. Coming up next, I'm hearing that our next match has a lot to do with that incoming Twitch raid we just got. So if you came in along that raid, you may find someone, or at least both of these participants, somewhat familiar. And they're going to go head to head one more time here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Let's see how this one's going to go. Jen with a new look here for season 2 of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I didn't realize we were sticking with the lethal delivery music. But what is going on in the ring here? I'm not seeing any ring ropes. I've not seen this before. What on earth is going on here? What? Underground rules. We have not seen this before at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. What?
The following contest is an underground match.
What the heck is an underground match?
The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 253 pounds, Brad Vickers.
Is this all of the Raiders from Jen Von Lee on the around the ring? Okay, Raiders from Jen Von Lee. That is you guys on the outside of the ring. Thank you, Raiders. Jen Von Lee. Oh, you guys are getting excited. Okay, so we have Jen Von Lee versus Brad Vickers. Jen versus Evan again. This has been like the third or fourth time that these two have fought here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, but we've seen them in Hell in a Cell, and now we're seeing them in the first ever underground match. Jen Von Lee surrounded by her Twitch Raiders here tonight as she completely kicks the life out of Evan at the start of this match. I've never seen a match like this before. There are no ring ropes, and we've got people around the ring. This is not your typical regular wrestling match for sure. And it seems like almost at every turn, OG Brad Vickers has been able to pick up the win and come out on top in some form or fashion. Squeeze out a win here, squeeze out a win there, even with the surprise showing of Monica to CPW as well. And we'll see if in this brand new match type that we've never seen before, Evan and Jen showcasing this match for the first time to all of us here, if Evan will once again pick up the win, or will Jen with her brand new look. Oh, whoa, holy crap. Jen went flying out of the ring. Watch out. She almost landed in her own Raiders, her own Twitch Raiders. It's a good thing they stepped out of the way. That's the problem when you have no ring ropes on the attached to the ring. Anything can happen. People can go flying, I guess. And Jen crashed and burned on the outside of the ring. Evan trying to take advantage of that while she's down. And now OG Brad Vickers trying to stay on the attack. Hits a Samoan drop on Jen on the outside. And now working the arm. Quite the interesting cast of characters here collected around the ring to watch this one go down. No doubt a lot of people as part of the Jen Von Lee raid, usually also a part of the OG Brad Vickers raids as well. Nice butterfly suplex there from Jen, showcasing her ability to pick Evan up and suplex him. Look at that, just stomping around on him. Like she's playing the Backrooms game, stomping around all over the place at the expense of OG Brad Vickers. So nothing really fancy about this, it looks like. Oh, look at this. Nice. Oh. Nice straight jacket suplex from Jen Von Lee, who's now got a finisher locked and ready. What does she have in mind? Loops him up from behind. Ooh. Hits him with the Eye of the Storm. And throws Evan up towards the Twitch Raiders. Here at the ringside area, right? The fans here in the front row getting a nice look here at Jen versus Brad. One more time here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Ooh, pops him for a couple of shots. Jen looking very menacing in this match. Looking very fired up. I think she is finally fed up with Evan, able to somehow get the wins every single time when they pair up here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I think she has said enough is enough. And we get another nice little camera angle here at this brawl here tonight. With Jin trying to go for a flying forearm, but Evan stepped out of the way. And oh, what the heck was that? Evan just hit a cold coat stunner on the outside, pulling out all kinds of weird moves. Oh, and Jin getting thrown into the steel ring steps. Big splash on the Jin while she's down by Evan. And now he's working the leg. He's working that leg of Jin on the outside of the ring. Danger close next to those sharp edges of those ring steps for sure. Jockeying for position here. Great camera angle here in the corner. Keeping us in on the action. And Evan's going to throw Jin away out of that dangerous corner. And hits another senton. This match has not been in the ring very long. I mean, it started that way, and then it has just been a brawl ever since. Oh. Ooh. Evan getting speared against the ring apron. And ducks around him, hits that Eye of the Storm again. So someone's got to get knocked out, I suppose. There are no pins or submissions in this match style, according to the ring. Oh, no. Oh, another cold coach center from OG Brad Vickers. I'm intrigued that he has pulled that move out of nowhere. I've never seen him hit that before. And now he... Oh my God. And he does it again. OG Brad Vickers has once again walked out with a win over Jen Von Lee. And this is going to absolutely infuriate her. And I'm sure she's going to go back and talk game plan over with Monica to somehow finally put OG Brad Vickers down, because this guy seems to always win at every turn, no matter what they do, no matter what match type they are involved in. OG Brad Vickers finds a way to somehow come out on top every time, and something has got to give. Jen Von Lee has got to get some payback, some measure of payback here against OG Brad Vickers, even if it means calling in her friend Monica to help her out. Because OG Brad Vickers has done it again here tonight in our first ever underground match that we've ever seen before. Evan and Jen making history here at CPW with her Raiders at ringside. And there it is, the winning package pile driver. And there is your winner, Brad Vickers, coming out on top again. All right, we're getting set for another match to go down to the ring and involving another serious rivalry that we have right now when it comes to Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, which is Linky and Miles, which has just turned into an absolute family affair with so many people getting involved in this thing rather than just, wait a minute, hold on, can we get a camera in the back? Apparently, we're not going to wait to get in the back. Apparently, oh boy. They have met each other in the backstage area, and before they can actually get out to the ring, there's no telling who all was going to get involved in this thing, whether it be Alicia, Jennifer, or even Connie, which is Linky's new partner here in CPW, it looks like we're going back to straight to the original source, which is Linky and Miles, who have, I don't know if Miles hunted down Linky or Linky hunted down Miles, but here we are up on the catwalk, backstage in the arena, and yeah, and somewhere Azarain's laughing like a goofball because he wants to see someone get thrown off the top of this catwalk, I'm sure. We've seen that before. Lots of dinging here from the elevator, and it looks like Miles is going to try to stick Linky in the elevator and go down to the ground level. Well, they're both trying to fight to push someone else into the elevator. Now, this has been a long and ongoing rivalry between these two that has involved so many extra people on both sides. Linky is just trying to get Miles back to normal, and it seems as though Miles has... Ow! Wow, that hurt. I think you hear his body just getting cracked into the side of that steel guardrail there. This is dangerous territory, by the way. Someone... Ooh! That should hurt. Linky getting dropped on the back of his head, almost like a scoop slam. And I just noticed also Linky wearing the blue tunic tonight, not wearing the traditional green tunic. I guess he has leveled up. He's taken, he's actually taken a blue potion tonight and put it to good use. He's been given a lot of those lately, and he's utilizing it here tonight against Miles in this one-on-one backstage brawl. And there's a nice rupee roller there from Linky onto Miles and a standing dropkick, taking Miles down. Yeah, lots of pain. Lots of pain. Linky going down this ladder, getting away from the dangerous climate that is the very top of the scaffolding back here. Miles says, "Where are you going?" And Linky says, "Okay, you want it? Here I come." Look at Linky here. Linky's almost been like the voice of reason in this entire rivalry. And Miles just doesn't care. He has been so obstructed with his madness that has taken over that he doesn't care. He wants to stay up here, and he doesn't care the repercussions one way or the other. Whereas Linky was trying to get him to come downstairs. And look, Miles was going to go in the elevator, and look where Miles is exactly going. He knows what he's going to try to do here tonight, and I would hope that Linky knows that as well. This is a very bad territory for one of these two to be in. We've seen it happen 2 or 3 times before, and it never ends well. We've seen it with Anubis Khan. We've seen it with Psycho T. And now it looks like we're possibly going to see it here now between Linky and Miles, who are fighting here on top of the catwalk. Big kick from Linky. Linky trying to take the safe road out of here by tucking Miles into the elevator, but I don't think he's going to have any of it. Well, maybe he is. Look at this. Miles trying to, well, I'm not sure what their plan is here with maybe he's trying to get the elevator doors to shut on him. Maybe that's, oh, no, we are going down to the ground level. All right, here we go. I don't believe I've seen that yet before. Cooperation between the two to go down to the ground floor. So we are actually safe from seeing any kind of horrible accidents up top like we've seen before in the past. So that, thank God for that. We don't need anybody else being on the injured list one way or the other. But now we are on the ground floor where there is no protective padding. This is all concrete, hard concrete, unprotected, and devastating for sure. Nice drop kick from Miles. He's done that a few times. And look at this, just pounding away at the face of Linky. This rivalry has gone absolutely personal between the two. And look at Linky here. No, nice move. Inside out DDTs Miles head into the concrete, and he has been busted open. Linky going back to the elevator. I would not expect this from him. He's supposed to be the voice of reason in this thing. Linky going up to the top floor. What is his game plan here? Miles going to follow suit. A bleeding and busted open Miles, who is probably laughing about it. Following Linky all the way back up here. here in our backstage area. What on earth is about to culminate here? And Miles getting the upper hand on the waiting Linky. Now working on the leg. Shades of Terry Funk there, spinning toe hold. Miles now guiding Linky over to the dangerous area again. Ooh, big hip toss from Miles. And these two have just been battling one another non-stop since they found each other backstage. This war between the two, I believe, is going to go all the way straight to the end of the month at our special event. What is this? Miles trying to go for something and then hits a... Ooh! And just kicks Linky in the face. Some bad things might happen here. Linky getting caught up. Oh, no. And it looks like Miles will win and have the laughing upper hand, at least here tonight. He found Linky, or at least Linky found Miles. However, it went backstage, and we saw this just violent brawl go down between the two without any assistance from anybody else that is currently involved in this thing. But it looks like Miles will get the upper hand, at least here tonight, over Linky. But this feud, this story is far from over for sure. But at least the chapter for tonight, Linky with his blue tunic tried all he could there to battle Miles, but Miles outsmarted him, at least here tonight, in this one-on-one confrontation. And this might be it right here, the game winner. There he goes. He sidewinders him down into the power bomb there, and Miles picks up the win here tonight. But what's going to happen next week to continue this feud and story between the two of these individuals? All right, I believe we have, this might actually be our semi-main event of the night. So you know what's coming up next in our main event, the 8-person Money in the Bank ladder match will end off our night tonight. For tonight's show, we're going to end it off on a high note. But before we get to that, we've got a huge monumental match, main event match to lead us up to that right here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 240 pounds, Rose!
Wait, what? Oh my God. Of all the people I would expect to do that, I would never in a million years expect the World Heavyweight Champion Grem to assault Rogue. What was that about?
I'll take this.
Sandwich.
What?
Sandwich. Sandwich. Sandwich.
Then
I almost became a Joe sandwich. That was intense. Thanks.
And we get a resub from...
Just subscribed. Woot woot.
Thank you, Cliffy, for the resub for 21 months. Why the heck is the World Heavyweight Champion Grem coming out here assaulting Rogue on his way to the ring? I would not have expected. He's the hero. He's the ultimate babyface. He's the biggest fan favorite we have in all of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. Why would he come out and attack Rogue on his way to the ring. He doesn't have any personal hard feelings against him or vice versa. This should just be a straight up contest to see who's the better turtle / cyborg. Grem has absolutely no reason to come out and attack him like that. It makes no sense. It's very uncharacteristic of the world champion to do such a thing. I am puzzled here why he would do that in any capacity. Wow, it's very uncharacteristic of our world champion to do a move like that. I don't know what the reasoning was for that. I'm sure there is some kind of reasoning or some kind of explanation, but either way, we don't get Grem's entrance tonight, who is our current reigning and only ever World Heavyweight Champion of Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, turning back RAJI, our Royal Rumble winner, back at the big one, to remain World Heavyweight Champion. And this man here, Rogue, on the losing effort against Cassidy Ryan to stay very high up in the ranks. I mean, he's still going to be in the ranks. Rogue is always going to be a world title candidate and contender, but a loss to Cassidy Ryan last Tuesday in the multiverse definitely set him back a few notches for sure. There's backslide driver from Rogue onto the world champion, and he may call it short right here. No. Grem almost losing right there in quick fashion to Rogue, as who goes off the top rope with a giant elbow drop. Yeah, exactly. Shotgun shells, jingle bells. Rogue apparently didn't take kindly to Grem assaulting him on his way to the ring and has been making him pay for it for sure. Grem rolling out of the ring to try to create some separation here, but Rogue's still on him. And we're on the outside of the ring now. Grem getting his big googie face dropped onto the hard ring apron and now goes all the way up top. I don't know if he's going to stay up there now that Rogue is in the ring. Oh, no, he does not. Gets him. Wait, what the hell now? What is going on now? Real life WWE wrestler Ludwig Kaiser is here now to help Grem because, yes, I swear to God, if he wins like this. Ooh, backstabber there from Rogue. And Grem doing a little, oh, here comes the yeet. Look at all the people in the back, all around the ring. What is going on in this match? My mind is exploded. What? Grem just did a yeet punch, or should I say a cowabunga punch, and all the fans got behind him. But why is Ludwig Kaiser here? Rogue now another backslide driver. That's his finishing maneuver. Second time in the match to pull it off here on the world champion, and he just beat the world heavyweight champion just like that. What is tonight? I don't even understand what tonight is right now. Rogue losing to Cassidy Ryan in the multiverse best of 5 last Tuesday, then comes right back and beats Grem, who also comes out and ambushes him in the middle of his entrance. This is like Bizarro night. I don't know what the hell is going on here in the land of CPW, but there's just some weird stuff going on. Rogue, there it is. Well, that was the time he kicked out, but he came right back after Grem tried to utilize the help of Ludwig Kaiser for some reason. Obviously, the match was outside of the ring for a long time. Grem trying to go high risk, but Rogue caught him. And there's the backstabber from Rogue. And about this time is when he... Okay, here's the cowabunga punch. All the fans getting behind the champion despite being very confused about his actions tonight. And the world champion getting locked up into the backslide driver. That has certainly won Rogue many world titles before in the past. And there's the 1-2-3 on the world champion. Grem getting pinned by Rogue tonight to keep his name in the hat at the top of the world heavyweight title rankings right there. He is still relevant for sure. All right, since that match ended and so abruptly, just like most of the matches have done tonight, and we're still got a little bit of time left, we're going to have one more match. This will actually be our semi-main event of the night before we get to that giant 8-man ladder match. And this one is quite the twister for sure. It just coincides with all the rest of the weird shenanigans we've been seeing on tonight's show. But this time it involves the international title. And you know who's at the top of that division right now.
The following contest is a special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, Nathan Moore.
Wait, what? Why is our international champion in a referee shirt? Nathan Moore is descending from the heavens after his time in the hospital, going through a surgery. Our international champion coming out tonight with a referee shirt on. What the hell is going on? One can only assume that Azarine is in the match, as these two have been involved in a very heated rivalry right now. But who else could it involve?
And the participants, first representing the Dangerous Alliance from your darkest fears, weighing in at 222 pounds, Madman Clown.
Well, we're all dancing mad here tonight in our semi-main event of the evening, where Nathan Moore is going to dictate the future of Azarine's match tonight by being the referee. But who is his opponent / opponents tonight? All right, it's moment of truth time. Who is it going to be? Who is Azarain being... What?
And his opponent, representing the Undead, from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 246 pounds, Ted Peters!
Do you have big boobs?
Well, we've got quite... He's wearing his tighty whities tonight. We've got quite the conundrum here. Well, this just... Okay, right out of the gate. That looked kind of quick. Not going to lie. Nathan Moore making the count. Obviously, there's a lot of built-up, pent-up frustration here between Nathan Moore and Azarain as of late when it comes to that international title. But what a lot of you don't understand and don't realize is the history that Nathan Moore has with Tad Peters, in fact. There's a cover. That looked quite a bit slower. Okay. Well, Tad Peters is part of the Dead Zone, the psychotic, maniacal freak. We'll be facing Azarain here one-on-one. This might be a first time ever between these two, by the way. But what a lot of people don't realize is the history between Tad Peters and Nathan Moore. They used to be tag team partners back when Tad Peters was not insane, not a maniacal, makeup-wearing, whitey-tighty wearing, kitchen apron, summer dress wearing, insane lunatic. Back when he was actually normal, they used to be tag team partners, multiple-time world tag team champions together, way back in the earliest days of both of their careers, way back, years and years and years ago. These two have got some very solid history with one another. You may not know about it because they haven't really jived with one another here in recent years, but I'm sure they both remember the glory days between the two when they were BFFs basically and world tag team champions together. This is the first time we've really seen Nathan Moore and Tad Peters in the same ring in a long time. So it's going to be interesting to see how Nathan Moore calls this one, knowing that he's got that brewing rivalry with Azarain right now when it goes to his title belt, but also the long-standing history he has with Tad Peters and his affiliation with the Dead Zone. Obviously, Azarain also a loose branch from the Dead Zone as well. Look at this fisticuffs we got going on between these two insane asylum members. Double feet to the face of Tad Peters, who has busted open his precious, beautiful face tonight. He's not going to like that. Azarain, snapmare, then the kick to the back, and we get a nice little shot of what's underneath Tad's kitchen apron. Nathan Moore calling it pretty evenly there on that pin. Azarain now locked in and ready for a finisher. Can he connect? Will he connect? No. Tad Peters back elbow up to catch him off guard. Hello, Solo Wars. Welcome in. And Tad Peters going to immediately take Azarain for the Zombie Maker cutter. That's his finishing maneuver. Hooks the leg. Nathan Moore drops down, makes the cover as special referee here tonight. It's very normal looking cover. I think if Nathan Moore was going to troll Azarain tonight, that would have been the time to do it. Maybe Nathan Moore wanting to just call this one down the middle, I suppose. I don't know. Nice capture plex there from Tad Peters. Surprised he's able to do that. Only wearing a chef's apron tonight. And now Azarain, stunned and dazed and confused, getting taken for another Zombie Maker finisher cutter. The Zombie Maker strikes again 2 times in the match on Azarain, who has just been bamboozled here. Nathan Moore going down to go for the cover, and he gets it. I don't think there were any shenanigans involved in that. The cover seemed fair to me, but it looks like it. In terms of tonight, Tad Peters will get the cover on Azarain, courtesy of Nathan Moore being the special ref, as these two head towards their match for the international title belt. Very interesting dilemma we have here. And we see there Azarain looking really good at the start of the match, and then the tables just kind of turned right after this right here. This pinfall, it looked kind of slow there. I don't know, Nathan Moore looked like he was counting it a little slow, and then Tad Peters countered the finisher of Azarain, which allowed him to hit the first Zombie Maker for an unsuccessful cover, and then went on to hit a second one. After this, Nathan Moore calling it down the middle. He caught the toe kick and hit him with the trap suplex, which led up to the Tad Peters finishing maneuver here in our semi-main event against Azarain. He might have lost tonight, but he's still on track on his journey to face Nathan Moore again for the international title at the end of the month at the pay-per-view. And there it is, Tad Peters picking up the win over Azarain in their first ever one-on-one meeting with the help of Nathan Moore, the special ref. Well, they say Nathan Moore did perfect as a referee. I don't know. I think that one cover was a little slow. It wasn't obvious, but it looked slow to me. But who am I? All right, it's main event time. We're going to see that 8-person Money in the Bank ladder match right now. Who's going to pull down the briefcase for an anytime, anywhere, any place title shot at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling? Let's get right into it. All right, the stage is set. It's time for the 8 people who qualified for Money in the Bank to come out into our main event right now. Who pulls down the case? Who gets the future shot at a CPW title? 8 people will come out here and compete. and get that briefcase that contains an instant title shot to any belt they want. Here we go. Let's get into it. Our main event of the evening.
The following contest is a ladder match. Making her way to the ring from Colorado Springs, Colorado, R.E. Kitty. And representing High Energy from Newark, New Jersey, weighing in at 235 pounds, Shawn O. And from San Diego, California, weighing in at 268 pounds, Kane. And from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Witch Doctor Boss! And representing the Undead from Louisville, Kentucky, Azrael!
Damn!
And representing the Syndicate,
Your booty's so delicious.
41 pounds, Mr. Cole! And from Boston, Massachusetts, Julie! from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 246 pounds, Cassidy Ryan!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this ring is just about to get, oh boy, never mind. All right, this ring is absolutely crammed full of talent. You can see, if anyone's curious about who's in the match, you can look at the bottom of the screen to see all the usernames that are involved in this thing. Everybody in this match qualified to enter this match. And this is an 8-person Money in the Bank ladder match. It's chaos, it's crazy, it's wild, it's insane. There's fighting everywhere, there's bodies everywhere, there's fisticuffs, fightings, Pier 6 brawls all over the ring, inside the ring, outside the ring, all over the place. We got Coke fighting Chain, probably because he's mad that Paul Bearer manages him. We got Julie and Asterio in the ring. Cassidy Ryan going after Wizard Boz, and Kitten going after Shadow Chrono on the outside of the ring. This one is going to be wild, and the opportunity of a lifetime is up for grabs here. Whoever can climb up the ladder and grab the briefcase hanging above the ring and pull it down successfully will get an instant contract to go for any title in CPW, anytime, any place that they want to do it. And it expires after 1 year. So this is a huge opportunity for every single person involved in this match, all 8 people. And you'll notice 3 of the participants in this match are female. So it just goes to show just how strong the women's roster. Oh my God, Coke just dump trucked Big Mother Trucker Shadow Chrono out of the ring, but then gets caught with a suplex by Cassidy Ryan. Asterio going after Julie. Here comes Kitten with a springboard. Wizard Boz bringing a ladder into the ring. And it can go for any title belt they want, not just the World Heavyweight title. They could cash it in and go for the women's title. They could cash it in and go for the international title, the Kappa title, the Twitch.tv title, the hardcore title, any title they want. It's their choosing. So an instant, amazing opportunity for anyone who is able to successfully pull the case down and grab that paperwork that's hidden inside of it. It just goes to show just how strong the women's division is here at Croakitoad Pro Wrestling when you have 8 opportunities and 3 of them are filled by the women's roster. The veteran Julie, obviously, in this match. Everyone qualified, won a match to enter to be in this thing. And Chain going after Shadow Chrono now. Julie going up top to... Julie going to go high risk because that's what she does here, even in this 8-person matchup, and connects on Kitten, but then Asterio knocks her off. Coke still going after Chain on the outside. Cassie Ryan targeting Wizard Boz. There's so much action going on. It's hard to call this thing. Julie just going nuts. Going airborne, acrobatics, high flying all over the place. And Coke enters in the ring to meet Chain as just Cassie Ryan just going ham on Shadow Chrono on the outside right now. And there's Asterio with a neck breaker on Kitten, who almost tripped on her cape on the way to the ring. Chain now, toe kick into a DDT on Asterio. Julie going after Boz. We've got a steel chair in the ring. Weapons are allowed in this match. You'll notice there's not even a referee out here. The referee said, nope, I'm dipping. I'm not getting in the middle of this thing. Hell no. They're just going to have to figure it out on their own. Coke has got Asterio. Cassie Ryan going after Kitten. Here comes Shadow Chrono. Chain and Boz in the ring. Wizard Boz using his beak to attack Julie. Coke's now in the ring. There's Cassie Ryan. Ooh. Drops Shadow Chrono face first on the outside. Asterial working on Kitten on the outside. Mr. Coke is going to be the first one to climb the ladder in the middle of the ring. Look at him. He's trying to jockey for position there on his... Oh, and Chain pushes the ladder over, and Coke spills all over the ring. No pun intended. But he will be the first one to actually climb up the ladder and get his hands on the case. Shadow Chrono bringing another ladder into play. Cassie Ryan now setting one up. But Chain's going to set him up. Big power bomb as Julie works on Coke on the outside. Fisherman suplex onto Wizard Boz by Shadow Chrono, and Kitten and Asterial are double teaming Chrono. Oh my God. Chain gets dump trucked on the outside. Asterial trying to climb the ladder, but Cassidy Ryan says, I don't think so. And then everybody gets thrown out of the ring. And then it was quiet. Julie and Ash, the only ones in the ring right now. Chain's going for some steel steps. This thing's gotten personal, apparently. Oh, and Cassie Ryan eats the steps on the outside. We've seen kendo sticks, steel chairs. We got 3 ladders in the ring. Another set of steel steps now coming into play. Kitten gets yeeted out of the ring. Snap suplex by Boz onto Julie. Chain's got Cassie Ryan up. Julie gets sent out of the ring. Uh-oh. Cassie Ryan about to... Oh! Cassie Ryan getting power bombed out of the ring by Chain. And there goes Chrono, sent out of the ring. Kitten's going after Wizard Boz. They've had a match against one another before, for sure. Mr. Coke has got steel steps. Where's he going with those? Cassie Ryan's setting a ladder up in the middle. Cassie Ryan going for the case, but Asterial pulls the reverse card on him. Oh my God, Coke just cracked Chrono's can with those steel steps. Asterial just stomping away at Cassie Ryan. Julie faces off with Coke. And someone else just got... Oh, there's a Coke breaker on Shadow Chrono. He's going to be out of here for a while. And Chain with the... Oh! Chain with a play of the game finisher on Coke, and he's out. Oh, my God. And Wizard Boz just trash cans Kitten out of the ring. And there's an implant DDT from Julie onto Ash on the outside. Chain is climbing up the ladder. He's going to try to go for the case here. And everybody's in the ring surrounding him like a bunch of vultures. And Julie gets back suplexed by Cassie Ryan. Here comes Wizard Boz with his finisher, the glorious DDT onto Sev, and connects. Kitten takes Julie down and clocks Wizard Boz in the side of the head with a big stiletto kick, and now Asterial. Oh, stiffs Kitten with a pile driver. She's out of the ring. Now Asterial free to climb up the side of the ladder now. Is she going to grab the case? Coke is distracted by Julie right now. Asterial's got her hands on the case here. She is the first one. Chain is trying. Chain is trying. Chain is trying. Coke needs to turn around. Oh, no. The distraction from Coke and Chain caused the ladder to collapse, and Asterial went out for the count. Asterial, so far, the longest one to get her hands clamped onto that case. And there goes Cassie Ryan and Julie both get yeeted out of the ring. And there goes Chain. Oh, my God. Coke alone in the ring. Well, he was. And now here comes Shadow Chrono working on Asterial. And now turns his attention to Coke. A little payback here on Mr. Coke, but he reverses out of it. Julie's back in the ring. Wizard Boz in the ring now. Cassie Ryan, he's got the pump handle on Coke. Oh, pump handle facebuster. As Chain decimates Kitten, Cassie Ryan working on Chain now. Coke is laid out in the ring. Asterial's trying to make Chrono pay dearly on the outside. Kitten gonna go for the easy cheap shot on Coke while he's down, hitting him with chair shots. Asterial's back in, targeting Kitten again. but she back body drops her. Instead, Coke's got the ladder. Here comes Kitten now. Rotating pile driver onto Coke, and he goes out of the ring. But here comes Cassie Ryan back in. Chain slamming Julie into the side of the ring, upside down. Pure chaos we have going on right now. Oh, Asterial gets slammed by Cassie Ryan, and now Chrono's got Sev. And Chrono gets, well, almost yeeted out of the ring. What's Shane about to do to Boz? Oh my God, a Dominator. And look at this teamwork from Cassidy Ryan and Julie onto Ash, who completely no-sells it and then kicks Kitten in the face. Northern Light suplex from Ash on this Cassidy Ryan. Coke goes out. Julie goes out. Ash is going after Julie now. Chain has got the chain of chain locked in on Chrono in the middle of the ring. And now Sev's got a chair. He cracks it over Chain. Spins him around. And Cassidy Ryan has got that rear naked choke on Chain, trying to completely obliterate him in this matchup. And Chain is tapping out. Chain is completely tapping out there. Unfortunately, pins and submissions don't count on this thing. The only way to win is whoever gets the briefcase first, containing that instant title contract. We do have one ladder fully in the ring now. Asterial's got a kendo stick. Oh, and Wizard Boz utilizing the poison onto Asterial. I was wondering when the poison was going to come into play, and Wizard Boz's bag of tricks and sorceries. And Asterial met with a face full of poison by Wizard Boz. And Kitten's going to be the one to climb up the center now and get her hands on the case, but Cassie Ryan says no. Kitten is floating in the air. She was glitching. R.E. Kitten was floating, levitating, and glitching in the air for a slight moment. We have so many ladders out here. How many ladders are out here? 4? We've got 4 ladders scattered around the ring area right now. There goes Kitten. Boz nails Coke. Chain gets yeeted. Julie's back in. Wizard Boz senton onto Cassie Ryan. Now ties up with Julie. Julie with a powerbomb on the Wizard Boz. Here comes Mr. Coke. Shivering Shadow Chrono. Julie's on the top rope. Hits a swanton bomb on the Boz. Boz rolls out. Asterial sets up a ladder in the center side of the ring. Full Nelson slam on Cassidy Ryan. Everybody is laid out right now. Nobody is looking very good right now in this match. Everyone has taken a lot of damage for sure. And Chain is going to get sent out of the ring. And now we got a 3-way between Asterial, Kitten, and Chrono. Now Mr. Coke's in. And a cold coat stunner on the Chrono. And Kitten immediately drop kicks him out of the ring. All right, Kitten setting up the ladder. Does she have her eyes on the prize? Cassidy Ryan says no. Takes her down with a double leg takedown. Wizard Boz was going to try to climb up. Julie said no. Oh my God, we've got 3 ladders are in the ring right now. Asterial, in the midst of this chaos, is climbing the ladder. I don't think anyone has noticed. Oh, Kitten noticed. Asterial getting hit by Chain. Who's going to climb? Julie's climbing it. Uh-oh. Julie and Ash are on the ladder. Julie and Ash are on the ladder. Oh, and she yates Asterial up the side of the ladder. Julie is oh my God. Julie's at the top of the ladder. Julie's at the top of the ladder. Oh! Wizard Boz! You could have ended her career. Wizard Boz, what are you doing? Thankfully, Julie gets right back up to her feet. Cold Coke stunner on a Boz. What the hell is going? That ladder is glitching out on the left side of the screen. Coke is slowly climbing up the ladder now. And Chain knocks him off. shot of Cassie Ryan on Kit and just completely decimated her with a slamming her face in the mat. And Chain has got the submission now on Wizard Boss. The chain of chain lock. That ladder is still glitching out on the left. Coke's got Asterial. Hits her with the white noise. Now Cassidy Ryan climbing up to grab the case. And now Chain's up there with him. Mr. Coke has got Julie up on his shoulders. Drops her face first. Chain has got the case. Chain has got the case. And Chain has got it. Chain, of all the people in the match, Chain has just done it. Chain has won himself the instant title shot in Croakitoad Pro Wrestling. I can't believe it. You can see here the chaos between all 8 people in this match. I can't believe it. Chain has got himself an instant title shot here at CPW. That is crazy. And somewhere in the back, you know, Paul Bearer is very happy with his client's result of coming out of this thing as the winner. That means Paul Bearer will be advising Chain on which title he should be going for, which title he should be cashing in on by winning this year's Money in the Bank match. A very crazy match with all 8 people involved from all walks of storyline direction here in CPW. You see there, Kitten had her hands on the case and then glitched out the game. Asterial had a chance to go up there. Coke did. Wizard Boss did. Cassidy Ryan as well. And there's Chain. I think this is the game-winning case pull. You see Coke there trying, but just could not get the job done in time. Chain gets the case and gets the insta-title shot. And the ball is now in his court. Who will his manager, Paul Bearer, help him decide to cash the title contract in on?